between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This one up to about the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know we spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I can't say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and pound it in with Sayers into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, Elliott. Solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Draw play, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. He'll drop this one out to Sayers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ball. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a give, it's Sayers between the tackles. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. The kick by Bass is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, another completion there. What a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give now to Sayers. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to... Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Ball. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10. Ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
To throw on 2nd down. Ball. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Even after the false start, they'll still go here on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after cuts it down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Sayers. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his 1st rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On the give, this is Sayers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run with Sayers. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Sayers. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Off the play fake. Ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Waddle, 78 yards. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again. Ball. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for the Lions.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to air one out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, open man downfield is Hill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 50, Lions 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Off play action. Ball. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Bass on for the extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Lions
On first down. Ball eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Ball. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here, continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get on the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.